Hi, it's Guy DiMartino. I'm a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer. If you ever have any questions about a Northwest Indiana estate plan or probate matter or dispute regarding these issues, you can always set up an appointment with me at indianaestatemeeting.com. Recently received a phone call a few months ago from a woman who wanted to leave a certain piece of property to another person. Said, well, why don't you come on in and show me the deed so I can understand what's going on regarding the property. And I looked at the deed and it said that she had a life estate in the property and that somebody else had the remainder interest. So it brings up a great discussion. What is a life estate in the property? And can somebody with a life estate end up deeding the property to someone else? So the answer to the second part of the question is no. So what a life estate is somebody who either somebody gave them a life estate in a property, and that means that they're able to live in the property for the remainder of their life, or they deeded the property and conveyed the property to somebody else, and that person has the remainder interest, but they reserve to themselves the ability to live in the property, and they have kept for themselves a life estate. So usually when you look at the deed, most of the time it is a quitclaim deed, and it'll say, I, the grantor, leave this property to so-and-so, and I retain a life estate in the property. What that means to the world is there is somebody else who already has the remainder interest in the property. So if you go ahead, or the person who retained the life estate passes away, that property does not go to their heirs. That property goes to the remainder owner, or the remainder man, remainder woman on the deed. Typically, this could also be used as an estate planning tool, especially if for an older person who the only asset that they have is really their home. And if their home is not worth a gazillion dollars, and they might have a child that's living with them and helping them in their home, what we might see is that they will deed the property to the child, keeping a remainder interest, so that when they pass away, a probate does not have to be open to transfer the property. The property already is in the child's name, or whoever they decided to convey the property to. You know, life estates and conveying property this way can have some gift tax consequences. So that would be something that you would want to speak with a lawyer or a tax accountant to discuss these types of issues. Just you need to know that that's out there. So a life estate can be an estate planning tool. It can be used to transfer property without having to go through probate. But you have to know that once you have transferred the property to the other person, the remainderman, you cannot go ahead and undo that unless there's some circumstance that you can actually show the court that you made a mistake and you want to reform the deed. If you have any questions about an Indiana estate or probate matter, you can always give me a call. I am Guy DiMartino. Have yourself a great day.